Hello class, today we're going to be going over lesson 5.3, how to solve a system of equations using substitution. Remember guys, a system of equations is simply two equations expressed at the same time. Or if you're looking at it graphically, it'd be a graph with two lines on it, right? So remember, our goal is to determine where these two lines intersect. So if these two lines intersect at this point right here, then this point would be the solution to my system of equations. Now, we've only solved the system of equations using graphing. However, today we're going to learn to do it using substitution. Now, I just want to remind you real quick of what a variable is. So remember, guys, a variable is simply a placeholder for a number we don't know yet. Now, in this lesson, we're going to use variables to hold the place for an entire expression, which we will substitute back in. Okay, so I want you guys to make sure you pause the video and get down these 4 steps here. Okay, so here are the steps to solving a system of equations. Step 1, solve your equation for a certain variable, either y or x. It does not matter. Step 2, substitute the expression you find into your other equation. So if you find out like x is equal to 2y plus 4, then you're going to go up to your other equation and you're going to replace x with 2y plus 4. After that, you need to make sure you combine like terms until you can solve for your remaining variable. Lastly, once you solve for your remaining variable, plug the value you find for your variable into your original equation to solve for the other variable. Okay, so again, I want you guys to pause this video and make sure you get down those 4 steps. All right, let's start with an example here. I have x is equal to 8y minus 4 and x plus 8y is equal to 6. Okay, so remember, the first thing I told us we wanted to do is solve one of our equations for a variable, right? But notice, this first equation is already solved for x. It already tells me x is equal to 8y minus 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my other equation, x plus 8y is equal to 6, and I'm going to replace the variable x with 8y minus 4 because that's what it says x is equal to. So over here, I'm going to write 8y minus 4. No more x. I got rid of the x. I replaced it with what x is equal to. Plus 8y is equal to 6. All right, now we got to combine like terms. So I have two 8y's. So 8y plus 8y is 16y. So I get 16y minus 4 is equal to 6. When I add 4 to both sides, I get 16y is equal to 10. Now, I have to cancel multiplying by 16. So I'm going to divide by 16 on both sides. And that will give me y is equal to 10/16, or I can simplify that to 5/8. Okay, so if I'm writing my solutions up here, right? Remember, our solutions are going to come as an ordered pair, like x comma y. So since my y is equal to 5/8, in the y spot, I'm going to put 5/8. But I still need to find this x right here. So what I need to do is I need to take this y is equal to 5/8 over here. I need to take that, and I need to substitute it into the equation I did not use the first time. So the equation I didn't use the first time was x is equal to 8y minus 4. All right, so again, I need to substitute the value of what y is equal to. So instead of y, I'm going to replace that with what y is equal to. So y equals 5/8. So instead of y, I'm going to write 5/8. All right, now we just got to simply multiply and solve here. So 8 times 5/8. These 8s are going to cancel, and I'm simply going to have 5, and then the minus 4, and 5 minus 4 is 1. So x is equal to 1. So over here in my coordinates, my answer would be 1 comma 5/8, and that would be the answer to my problem. All right, if you guys need to pause the video to make sure you get all of this down, feel free to do that. Alrighty, so for my next example here, I have that Pedro has 276 more hits than Ricky. We want to use the substitution to solve the system of equations to find out how many hits Pedro has and Ricky have recorded, knowing the total combined hits is 266. So we're going to use a variable P and R here for Ricky. So notice how it tells us the total combined hits is 2,666. That means if I add together the number of hits Pedro has with the number of hits Ricky has, I should get 2,666. All right, it also tells me that Pedro has 276 more hits than Ricky. Or I can write the amount of hits Pedro has as equal to Ricky plus 276. Alrighty, so now I have a system of equations and I could solve for both my variables p and r. So notice it tells me p is equal to r plus 76, right? So I'm going to come over to my equation, p plus r equals 2,666. And I'm going to replace the variable p with what p is equal to, r plus 276. And then what else do I have? Well, I still have the plus r, and that'll still be equal to 2,666. So that's going to give me, after I combine like terms, r plus r is 2r. 2r plus 276 is equal to 2,676. Once I subtract 276 from both sides, I'm just going to bring this up here. Once I subtract 276 from both sides, I'm going to get 2r is equal to 2,390. All right, now I need to divide by 2 on both sides, and that will give me r is equal to 1,195. All right, so remember, that's how many hits Ricky has, right? R stands for Ricky. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take that r is equal to 1,195. I'm going to come back up to this equation here. P plus r is equal to 2,666. And I'm going to replace r with 1,195 because that's how much r is equal to. All right, so now by subtracting 1,195 from both sides, I'm going to get that P is equal to 2,666 minus 1,195. I get 1,471. So that means that Pedro had 1,471 hits and Ricky had 1,195 hits. Alrighty, everybody, so that was a couple of examples for us today. What I need from you guys now is to make sure you guys are writing a 2 complete sentence conclusion about what we learned today, 2 complete sentences about what we learned. I will see all of y'all in class tomorrow. Make sure you guys bring questions if you have them. Take care, everybody. I'll see y'all then.